This ain't your business. Walk off and forget you saw anything. Shit. Look, we're just following orders. We, need to take this up with the boss.
Thank you. They were going to kill me. I may have overheard some things at Gamora that I passed on to the NCR. That's all, honest. What? I only talked to Captain Curtis over at McCarran. I would never work with slavers. Honest.
What is... Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis. Christ, keep it down. You want to blow the whole thing? We've worked years for this. But maybe it's good for you here. Shu knows about the leaks, and I'm supposed to find the spy for him. At first, I couldn't believe my luck, but since I haven't produced results, for obvious reasons, I feel him looking at me differently now. Maybe he's just thinking about putting someone else in charge. Maybe he's starting to suspect. Either way, it's bad for me. Especially once this next part goes down. Took me 3.5 years just to make captain. Usually takes 4, but I made sure there was an early vacancy. Caesar sees threats before they're even aware of them. He sent me long before we moved to occupy the eastern riverbank. And now all my work, all the waiting, is about to pay off. If you haven't noticed, the NCR bolsters its presence on the strip from here, sends troopers on the monorail in shifts. The monorail lets them occupy 2 positions for the price of 1. It's a supply line that's immune to raiders and other hindrances on the ground. If someone were to cut that line, both positions would be much weaker, fragile. They know this, and they watch it like hawks. But I've been here a long time, and I've learned everything there is to know about it, and I'm going to blow up that train. I told you. I think they're starting to suspect me. You're going to help me cast away those suspicions. You're going to put the bomb on that train. I'll be sure to be in the presence of several reliable eyewitnesses when it happens. Then, we're going to pin this on a scapegoat. I plan on disappearing after this operation. It'd be a matter of time before they trace it to me. Figured out I was a frumentarius. But with your help, maybe I can stay on after all. Make plans for something grander. No. I wouldn't do that. Not unless I didn't have better options anyway. And I do. I have the explosive stash in a trash can, next to the ticketing counter, along with some incriminating documents. You'll pick them up and make your way upstairs to the monorail terminal. They change the guard there at 0900 and 1800 hours. There'll be a small window where there's no one guarding the train. Put the bomb in one of the vents inside the train on the back wall, towards the joint that connects the cars. Arm it, and get out of there. I've also left some bomb ingredients in with the explosives. You're to take those to the footlocker of Private Crenshaw. Crenshaw's a problem child. Lots of run-ins with his superiors. It'll be easy for them to believe he's working for the Legion. Report him to Colonel Shu. Do all that and we should be free and clear. Oh, and Crenshaw should be dead before you report him. Don't leave any chance for him to deny the bombings. Let's say he pulled a gun on you. I've got him on guard duty patrolling the tarmac just inside the south gate, and I reassigned the other guard, so he should be alone. His footlocker's in the barracks in the main concourse. Yeah, let's make sure you have it down pat. I have the explosive stash in a trash can, next to the ticketing counter, along with some incriminating documents. You'll pick them up and make your way upstairs to the monorail terminal. They change the guard there at 0900 and 1800 hours. There'll be a small window where there's no one guarding the train.
The train is about to depart. Please keep clear.
Hey, can't you see I'm busy here? Nah, I'm just kidding. This has to be the most worthless patrol duty on the whole base. They never attack this gate. They just put me back here because they don't think I can handle anything else. My reputation precedes me, I see. I pulled a few pranks in my time. Usual stuff. Brought a Brahmin upstairs in the terminal once. They can go upstairs, but not down. 2 heads and both of them dumb as stumps. That got me some detention time, but it was worth it, because they couldn't get the Brahmin back down, so it visited me a few times in my cell. Dropped some firecrackers in the toilets, too. That was the real bad one for me. Turns out there's no way to replace the toilets now. Toilet company blew up in the war. I think they'd just have shot me if they weren't short-handed. No kidding, what'd you cook up? What? Like hell you are. I've got you now.
Well? Poor Crenshaw. He's pulled his last prank. Go and tell Colonel Shu you found the bomber. Once Shu's convinced, we can breathe easy. Later.
What? Who? Crenshaw. I've met Crenshaw at his disciplinary hearing. I was afraid of this. Caesar's reach is longer than anybody guessed. If only we'd caught this sooner, before he got to the monorail.
Well? Perfect. This has turned out better than I'd ever imagined. This will pay dividends for the Legion for a long time to come. I was with Shu when the bomb went off. He'll never think to investigate me for it. I'll make sure Caesar himself hears about your success today. And take this, courtesy of the NCR. I'm sure they won't miss it. Later.